Today's video is going to be going over place value charts for the digits in the hundreds, tens, and ones place. And this will be an introduction to numbers up to 1,000. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at those examples now. So for my first example here, I've got 463, which is a 3-digit number. So I've got it in word form and number form here. What I'm going to do is just have you identify the place value for each one of these. So 4 has a value of 400s. What is the value of the 3 and the 6? Now I did this on purpose where I kind of mixed it up because I like integrating reading and comprehension into my lessons here. And as you can see, if you don't read this carefully, you're going to get it wrong. Okay? So as we know, in the hundreds, the value is 4. But if you look at the tens and the ones, and you're basing it off of what I read, you'll see that for the tens place, the value is 6 or 6 tens. And in the ones place, the value is 3 or 3 ones. Okay? So make sure you read it carefully each time. And a lot of my videos are like this. I like to kind of mix things up. I like to practice reading comprehension by putting this in. So please make sure you're reading it carefully. And when we say value, make sure you say 6 tens or 3 ones or 4 hundreds, depending on what we're asking for. So for my second example, the question I'm asking here is, how can we decompose 353? So the word decompose means to basically break up the number into its place value. So you've got 300, 50, and 3. And that's basically the meaning of decompose. So I've also put the hundreds value chart, the tens, and the ones here, so you can see the association between 300, 50, and 3. So this is what decompose means, is how do you break up 353 into its place value. So for my bonus activity, the question I'm putting for you is, write each place value for the diagram shown below. So I've got the hundreds, tens, and ones place again, and I want you to tell me what's the value for each one of these. Just like I showed you earlier in the video. Do the exact same thing here for this first bonus activity. And for the second bonus activity, I've got the question, what number does each diagram below show? Write the value of the digit 2 each time. So I've got these two examples here for practice. I want you to tell me what the number is for letter A and what the number is for letter B. And again, that's asking you to name the value of 2. Okay, so what is the value, the place value for the number 2 here for A and B? And for my final bonus activity, I want you to make a diagram for the following numbers below. And I've got this example here. I've got 221. And I've got the hundreds, tens, and ones values again. And what I want you to tell me is, where would you put the numbers for 221? So I've got 200 here in the hundreds, 20 in the 10, and 1 in the ones. And I want you to do the same thing for A, B, C, D, and E. Okay? So I'll just read off to you what the numbers are for each one of the letters to give you a hand here a little bit. So for letter A, we've got 344, B, 425, C, 212, D, 101, and letter E, 234. Okay, so put those numbers in the correct place value showing here up above. So put them in the correct place and write the number. So that's today's video, and again, I like using the math website, mathlearningcenter.org, because it's got a lot of links that I can share with you, such as that bonus activity. I will leave a link for those in the description down below. And the decompose portion of this video, I didn't really spend more time on it because I've got another video on it that I made earlier. So I will also leave a link for that in the description down below. And that'll do it for today's video. And as always, Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.